Hi, everybody. I hope that you are doing absolutely wonderful today on this beautiful Saturday night. So, it is Saturday book night, and if you've never been to a book night before, well, here is your opportunity to join us for a book night. So, I'm actually going to have it's going to be somewhere nearby, chat, comments, something like that. There's actually going to be a link to my YouTube channel. This is actually the 6th or 7th. I'm going to be fair. I don't know if it's the 6th or the 7th book night. But this is the 6th or the 7th book night where we're going to get a chance to do some reading, and I'm going to be doing some reading from Without the Light Volume 1. And again, if you are unfamiliar with my works, that is perfectly fine. I am going to be sharing a link. Hello over there on Twitch. I'm so glad to have you here. But yeah, there's a link to my YouTube, so if you have not seen the previous, I think 6 read-throughs of Without the Light Volume 1, you can watch all of those on my YouTube channel. They are available, and there is actually a playlist, so you can go ahead, you can click on the Without the Light Volume 1 read-through playlist, and you can watch all of those. And please subscribe to my YouTube. I would not only appreciate it, it would mean the world to me. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to discuss a couple of things before we get going. First of all, you're going to see this pop up on the screen. There's going to be a trigger warning for tonight's read-through. And before we get very far along, I actually would like to share some information. In this case, this is the information for a Lifeline phone number with 24/7 service. Now, due to the nature of my book and some of the things I discuss in it, should you feel anything... I guess there's no polite way to say it. Should you be feeling a particular way with thoughts of finality, please consider reaching out. And understand that there are tons of people out there right now that would not only... that are not only willing to listen, but are willing to talk to you, to help you through troubles. There are so many resources available. I know I realize I only have one right here on the screen, but no matter what, there are tons of resources available for so many different people in so many different situations. So please consider reaching out, talking to someone, anyone, whether it's on Lifeline, whether it's through... And I know that they actually have a text and a messaging service, and I also know that depending on your situation, I think they have a quick close down of the site, so that if you're on their website and you're seeking help, you can also shut it down quickly, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am mistaken, I apologize for that. I'm just working with the best information that I have right now in my mind and in my notes. And yes, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Now, before we get going too far, and I'm gonna leave that up during the show. I'm just gonna leave it up so it's on the screen and it is available. Okay. Normally, I would just leave the trigger warning up, but instead I'm actually going to leave that Lifeline number up through the remainder of the show. Now, yes, yeah, we have a cat joining us. This is Baba Yaga. So we have Baba Yaga joining us tonight for the show. Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga, she's about 6 years old now. She's a wonderful kitty, and she is named after... yes, okay, so hold on. Before we get going further, yes, we have blue lighting. Let's do our visual descriptor. So, I have long brown hair. I know you can't tell in this lighting. Long brown hair, glasses. I'm wearing a dark green shirt. I have this wonderful dark lipstick on, which was actually a gift in a box set of lipsticks from my best friend in the world. Absolute best friend in the world. And we are here on my sofa. This is currently where we're going to be doing a lot of these book streams from, which also means that we're going to have kitty cat intruders. And I have a combination of blue and red lighting, depending on which side of my face you're talking about and which side of the room. Actually, hold on. If I go this way, maybe if I go this way, it'll show the red lighting. Yeah, so there we go. But this also, so really quick, this lighting setup is actually also thanks to my best friend, who provided me with the capacity to have such beautiful lighting. This microphone as well. So the microphone, the lighting, also this beautiful silver bracelet. So yeah, just tons of things. We're going to throw that all out there. And welcome to book night. Now, to backtrack slightly, we have blue and red lighting. We are in my living room on the sofa space. You can't see it, but there's actually a map of the Sword Coast, which is from Dungeons and Dragons, behind me on the wall. So there's a map on the back wall of the Sword Coast from Dungeons and Dragons. But let's just go ahead. We're going to move on. And yes, I'm going to be leaving that lifeline number up for the remainder of the show, as well as the trigger warning, big and strong and powerful. So if for any reason whatsoever you think you need that, or you know someone who might benefit from having that information, it's there. Spread it. And I think that's something that's really important and powerful. And I, of course, kind of got an understanding of how to do this from another amazing live streamer, who I am constantly promoting on my Twitter. All right. But let's talk for a moment before we get into the reading for the night. And that's about the fact that if you are joining us for the continuation of Without the Light Volume 1, we're about to do an extreme turn, as we have reached the halfway point of the book, and we are about to enter a portion of the book called the Citadeline. Now, the Citadeline is actually going to be a change of characters, so I want you to be prepared for that. For the first half of the book, we've been following Courtney Rubel on his journey, but we are about to join the other primary main character of Volume 1, and that is Cole. Cole is a very interesting character, and I spent a really long time crafting not only an understanding of him, but a kind of a deep connection with the character. I mean, I'm deeply connected with all my characters, but Cole, in a lot of ways, represents some of the maturing that I went through as I was writing Without the Light. So there's just this really fun aspect of jumping characters. There's going to be absolutely no spoilers unless you're watching this in the future and then you've watched later videos before this and then you already have tons of spoilers. Or if you're jumping in right now and you haven't watched the previous videos that are available on my YouTube, which is also at Your Saturday Night on YouTube, If you haven't watched those previous videos, when you're watching this, there's going to be spoilers. But just so you're aware. Now, there is, of course, a link available where you can pick up a copy of Without the Light Volume 1. It's available through Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on Parnassus Books. So there's lots of different ways that you can actually get a copy of this wonderful book that's been in the works, for a long time. I started it, we're just going to say somewhere in the 2000s, but the point is, I've been working on this fantasy series for a very long time. It means a great deal to me, and it contains a lot of aspects of so many different social and political and personal and I can't distill it into a single sentence because there's so much that's so important that occurs through this book, or at least important to me, and it's framed in a very particular way. Now, we are about to jump right into it in a second here, but I would like to thank you again for being here. And should you get a copy of Without the Light Volume 1, I would very humbly ask that you leave a recommendation, or would you leave a review, that you share it on social media, and help people find this fantasy series. Now, Volume 2 is available right now as an ebook. It was available as paperback, but I've taken that off for now because I want to get everything ready so that we can re-release the paperback and the hardcover, which I'm very excited about because Without the Light right now is available in ebook, paperback, and hardcover, and Volume 2 I want to be available in the same way, but for the time being it has been pulled back, so it's only available as an ebook right now. And we are going to have so much fun. Now, I am also going to be reading an abridged version of this book, and I'm going to be skipping past certain portions which I think might be too intense for a reading such as this. So I also want you to be aware I'm going to be skipping past a couple of small portions. So this is an abridged reading, considering both my audience as well as many other things. In the first half of the book, we have covered a lot of different things. Abridged. So we're going to skip past a couple of things.